What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about a new, shocking, unique fun fact reveal that EA Sports tried to really sweep under the rug, right? So if you guys don't know, you realistically cannot get any pressure in this game, and because of the way that the game was in the beta, a lot of us bought the game or looked to get the game because we love the pass rush. EA Sports did not take long to do exactly what I predicted they would do and slow down the pass rush completely to make it non-existent. And now many people are either relying is the correct word, relying on sheds, or they're running dollar and dime and sending the corners off the edge, which opens up the middle of the field. And if you can make a read, it's GG's. So let me show you guys the background of what we're going to be talking about, because I know you guys are like, yo, G, what are you talking about? Well, what's this fun fact reveal? Like, what's going on? Like, why is it unique? It's unique in the fact that Jonathan Ogden on the left side right there, do you see how he's just molly-whopping Aaron Donald? Now, the interesting thing about this is he's actually standing him up. Like, there's nothing that Aaron Donald can do right now. So when I played this guy, I was saying to myself, I'm like, this dude is garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first thing you say. Like, yo, this dude sucks. Like, why can't I get any pressure? You'll see that both of his linemen, all right, they have the edge protector. And they are standing up players that have double or nothing and edge threat, which drew me to believe that something was going on, and I had to figure out what the dealio was. Because I'm like, yo, you know, like how you'll see something and you're like, yo, the guy is doing something, but what exactly is he doing? Well, because of technology and the way that the systems have progressed, you can easily just clip it the way that I do, and then I go back and I look at the film and I'm like, all right, I'm looking at both these players. I switched over Leonard Floyd to the left side, all right, to kind of see what happened, and he's still getting mollywopped. He's just getting destroyed. Jonathan Ogden is eating his lunch, punching him in the eye socket, and then taking his lunch back, and then they're both eating it together. It's like weird. And you see how he's able to stand there for that long. It's impossible for me to do anything. I can't do, like, bro, if you're not going to get pressure like that, it's nothing you can do about it. So let me explain to you guys what I had to do in turn, okay? Because I don't want you guys to be running around with the wrong players. So I'm like, all right, this is a new fun fact reveal for me. We might as well go after it. I'm going to make sure that you guys know what's going on, because if you guys have more time in the pocket, you can create max rage and frustration as well. Okay, so now, with the new All Madden 2 players, you'll see right after that game, I bought Jonathan Ogden. Well, I didn't buy him, I did the set. Because doing the sets are cheaper because you can make the 89 players with players you already have. And not only that, sometimes people will put those 89 players up for relatively cheap. So we kept Trent Williams, okay, because those are the two players that he was running around with. And I was trying to figure out, like, yo, why is this guy just holding up all the players? Well, it's a very interesting situation with the way the players are. He's one of the biggest offensive linemen in the game, and every year that he comes out, he's always causing problems because of his size. All right, now I know a lot of you guys gonna make a joke about the 6'9" height. Oh, bro, 6'9", like, bro, no, cut it out, bro. Yo, bro, let's be a little bit mature here. You know what I'm saying, dude? But listen, that's besides the point. Get your jokes out, laugh about it, and then let's continue to go on. Because of his size and his strength, he's the final tier of strength because he's above 95. He's over 330 pounds. And he has 90s in every statistical category that matters. Run block footwork, run block power, run block, pass block foot. Everything is in the 90s. So when you give him edge protector, not only is he enhanced and it's like he's a god from Greece, but he's going to overtake everybody that goes against him. Now, look, I do want to point out, I didn't try Julius Peppers, because Julius Peppers is a big boy, and he's able to go out there, you know, he's like, what is he, like 6'6" or something like that? No, 6'7". So maybe with his height, it might be able to counter some of what's going on right now, because Aaron Donald being that small at like 6 foot, he's like a butterball, it didn't really work out. But then even when I switched Leonard Floyd over there, he still couldn't get any pressure. So the blueprint is simple. Jonathan Ogden will save you a lot of time off the left side, because he's a unique card in the fact that he's so big and he gets those abilities, and they gave him those crazy attributes. Now, with the way that everything has gone on with the game, Trent Williams is also probably your best bet, even if you are a Legends theme team. Now, with him, he's just a standard 6'5". He's like an average lineman height. He's not too overpowered. And you can see he has that 86 pass block footwork, 89 pass block power, and 87 pass block. So he doesn't have the crazy numbers. But what boosts him is the fact that he also gets that edge protector for one. So because you're not utilizing a lot of AP on your O-line and you're just trying to prevent everybody coming off the edge, it makes it a lot easier. And again, the reason that I said he was over 330 pounds, Ogden, is because over 300 is a whole different threshold. And the heavier they get with good stats, the better it is. So he's actually somebody that I would recommend to put and pair with him, because the fun fact is this: you're not going to get pressure. I don't care what you're doing. EA is going to prevent you from getting pressure immediately. Now, when you say, it doesn't matter, what I mean is EA has gone to the lengths of actually nano detecting your players if you send too many people, which means your guys will just jog in place. And it's so obvious what they're trying to do, it's ridiculous. They don't want instant pressure, because what happens is you don't get, you can get away with just throwing blind reads if you're not sacked. So the longer that you're standing up and you're upright, you can then just look at nothing and pure darkness and just throw the ball. And that's what EA is looking to do. All right. Now, I do want to note, he does not get a secondary position, but the other player does, Jonathan Ogden. All right. So you can give him, I think he gets like left guard or something, maybe right guard, something weird like that. I'll just show you guys that right now. Left guard. All right. So if you wanted to do something like, putting him around and moving him around, I would not move him from left tackle, because I just showed you what he was doing to Aaron Donald. Now, this is what I tried to do after that. Once I saw what was going on and he had those two players, I said to myself, we have to do something about this, right? Because defensively, if we can't get pressure, we have to try to manipulate, what we're doing as far as, the abilities that are on our D-line, because Aaron Donald has such good numbers. So what's going on? Like look at his numbers. It's ridiculous. Like, other than him being 6'1" and 280, it's like, bro, he's a little smaller than a lot of the linemen. So, all right, what did we go ahead and do? I made a couple adjustments, right? I took off edge threat and I gave him speedster. No. I took off double or nothing and I gave him speedster instead. All right, for one game. And then I took off edge threat off of my other pass rusher, who was Leonard Floyd. And then I gave him unpredictable, because I think he gets it for one. No. Okay, so I gave him unpredictable for one, took off double or nothing, and then over here I switched it up and gave him like I think I gave him another ability. Okay, so it was unpredictable and double or nothing. That's how we did it. All right, so I just forego the edge threat, because I wanted to see if what's the problem, because edge threat is not shedding. So maybe if we give him unpredictable and see what works. No, that didn't work either. So I want you guys to understand, it's still the best case scenario to run double or nothing and edge threat if you can get a player that gets it as cheap as possible. All right, it's still the best thing to do. What was happening in that game, though, that I figured was that I wasn't changing the angle in which my players were coming, trying to blitz in or trying to pass rush, which means that I have to get more creative, because you can't just always crash up. You can't always crash down. Sometimes you got to crash right. Sometimes you got to crash left. So that's more fun facts that really helped me, because I already pretty much went through another game after that and I tested it out. It's not so much about the edge protector. It's more about the angle in which the players are actually trying to pass rush. So kudos to that player that was able to make me see that Jonathan Ogden is OP with edge protector, and so is Trent Williams. But just understand, guys, it's a very unique fun fact that you cannot always just crash up anymore. Everything matters, because if it's the same exact pass rush, the players will react a lot stronger in that regard to making sure that they protect the QB. Hopefully this has helped you out a little bit and gave you some more information and you learned something. For more vids like this, feel free to subscribe. GmiasWorld, at GmiasWorld Gaming, at GmiasWorld Sports, right here on YouTube. Check those channels out. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.